Hey, welcome back. In the last videos we learned how to make the content of the home page dynamic through custom fields and custom post types. In this video we are going to discover how to add navigation menus and widgets to the pages. Let's jump to the functions.php file and create a function that contains the activation code of the navigation menus. So, to display the menus option in the admin dashboard, we need to use the register nav menus hook. Then we need to trigger the function through the add action hook that has two parameters. The first parameter is after setup theme, which fires the function after the theme is loaded. And the second one is the name of the function that we have just created. Now, if we open the dashboard, we will see a new option named Menus in the Appearance section. So let's click on it and create a new menu. Let's take a look at the website right now, and as you can see, the navigation menu still doesn't show up because we didn't specify where on the page the list should appear. I'll be adding the code of the navigation in the header.php file so it will be present on every page. So that said, the hook responsible for displaying the navigation menu is wp-nav-menu. Let's refresh the page again, and there we go. We can make the menu appear anywhere we want. So let's say we want it to show up in the footer. We just need to call the wp-nav menu again in the footer.php file. We have the ability to customize the items of the menu. Therefore, we can remove or add items and also change their order on the list. Now, let's say we want to display a unique menu for each of the header and the footer. To do that, we need to add some parameters to the hooks that we use to display the navigation menus. Let's start with the register nav menus. We need to set an array as a parameter for this hook. Each key of the array refers to the variable that holds each menu, and the value refers to the label that gets printed on the dashboard. In our case, we have two menus, thus the array should have two elements. Now, on the front-end part, the wp-nav-menu hook accepts an array as a parameter. This array has a key called themeLocation, and its value refers to the variable that contains the menu that we wanted to be displayed in here. As you can see, the values are printed as labels for the select boxes on the dashboard. So let's make some changes on the first menu and create another one for the footer. Now, let's talk about widgets. A widget is basically a small block that performs a specific function. A classic example of widget is Google Ads that you see on almost every website, usually on the sidebar. So, to activate widgets, we need to go to the functions.php file and create another function. Within this function, we need to call the register sidebar hook that takes an array as a parameter. That done, we need to set two elements in the array, which are the name and the ID. Then, as usual, we need to trigger the function through the add action hook, which takes the widget's init hook as first parameter. Notice that once the page is refreshed, we have another option within the appearance section. And this is the list of the available widgets that we can use. In our example, we will be showing the list of the categories on the articles page. Thus, I'll drag and drop the categories block and set a title. Nothing is showing up on the page yet because we still didn't set where exactly on the page the widget should be displayed. To do that, we need to call the dynamic sidebar hook and set the name of the sidebar that we created earlier as a parameter. Now the widget is displayed, and as you can see, it's essentially a list of links pointing to each category of the blog. Furthermore, we can wrap the list within another HTML element of our choice by adding two elements to the array that is set as a parameter for the register sidebar hook. The first element has before widget as key that represents the opening tag or tags. And the second element has the after widget key, which represents the closing tag or tags. The same thing is applicable on the title of the widget, except that this time we need to use the before title and after title keys. And this should be it for this tutorial. Make sure to subscribe and I will see you in the next one.